Hey everyone, welcome back to the Soundbite. My name is Andrew, and today we're going to be jumping back into the morning. The band that really kind of started it all for me here on this channel and kind of led me down so many great rabbit holes, especially in the Japan metal market, music market, I guess you could say. I'm going to be checking out a song called Queen of the Murder Scene live at the Teatro Metropolitan CDMX 2022. This is my live track that was suggested by quite a few people actually, and I've been told it's one of the heavier songs, I guess. That's what I've been reading, so I'm keen to check it out. This has been on my list for quite some time, and I just haven't really been getting around to it because I've been checking out so many other great bands, you know. So, but the warning I'll always come back to because, like I said, it was the one that started it all for me to kind of really get into some new bands and new music for the first time here on the channel. And certainly for me personally, it's been great to kind of, really get passionate about music again, you know, especially for bands that I've never really seen before. So this is a great one to check out as well. Apparently, The Warning, Queen of the Murder Scene. So let's check this out.
You don't really wanna be like me. I fuck the tension of being complete. You don't really wanna understand what it's like to have blood on your feet. You don't deserve the throne, the crown is mine. So I really don't plan to resign. You don't really wanna lose the fear. Didn't try this to fit my tear. And I don't wanna destroy ya. Open your eyes, cause you can't even see the fact.
I love the fact that Daniela uses an Explorer like James Hetfield from Metallica. I do love that guitar. I love the shape and the sort of style of that guitar, and I just really find it cool that she uses that guitar. Because not like in all honesty, there's not a lot of bands that use that guitar. In all honesty, like I haven't seen many. Because for whatever reason, maybe that's just not their style or whatever. Apparently, I've heard that the guitar is quite heavy as well. So I think James actually mentioned that he said he had back problems before and he wasn't able to use that guitar as much as he had liked. But yeah, definitely a fantastic looking guitar. It always looks great when a guitar player holds it, you know, it's just a fantastic style. Yeah, anyway, this is definitely one of the heavier songs for sure. It's like that got that chuggy sort of riff. It's really, really cool. Really like it. We've got all the groove obviously still there, you know, so but I'm definitely digging it. It's got a sort of darker sort of tone to this song as well from other stuff that I've checked out.
That I just can't be controlled by anything but let's see you try. I'm a machine of emotion, a perfect scene for a murder queen. You can't always kill a tomorrow, boy. It just doesn't apply to me. Give me something worth living for. Oh, and someone make everything fun. It's not something I like to conceal. I have no mercy and I never will.
Definitely putting a lot of power into her voice in this one. The vocal performance is really, really strong.
And I don't wanna destroy ya. Open your eyes, cause you can't even see the fact that I just can't be controlled by anything but let's see you try. I'm a machine of emotion, a perfect scene of a murder queen.
Yeah, like I said, definitely got a sort of darker sort of tone to this song. Definitely got a heavy aspect as well, which was I was warned about as well, obviously. But yeah, great performance here. Daniela's voice is really, really strong, like I said before. Definitely putting all into the vocal performance here, which is not really something that I've really paid much attention to, I guess. Like, 'cause I'm not a real big vocal person, kind of more in instrument, with drums and guitars and stuff. But definitely the highlight here is her voice. Like her vocals is really kind of capturing a lot of the attention here. So she's obviously a great singer on top of being a great guitar player, So but yeah, loving the kind of darker vibes here and that kind of chuggy riff that's kind of driving the entire song.
Destroy me. Open your eyes, cause you can't even see the fact that I just can't be
Like the little double
controlled
kicks there.
by anything but a let's see you try. I'm a machine, no emotion. A perfect scene over a queen. You can't always kill what's immortal, but it just doesn't apply to me. It just doesn't apply to me. Muchas gracias.
Yeah, there we go. The Warning Queen of the Murder Scene live at Teatro Metropolitan CDMX 2022. Now, here's a bit of a mouthful to say, but basically, Queen of the Murder Scene live, killer track. I definitely want to. I feel like I need to check that song out, the actual studio recording, because yeah, I'm just interested to see how that sounds compared to the live version, but which I've been meaning to do for a long time anyway. To actually check out the Warnings studio recordings. I've only done a couple, I think, in the past, so I definitely need to check out like a full length album, So, but yeah, Queen of the Murder Scene, great track. I would say it's definitely right up there with as far as one of my favorites, just because of that chugging riff and that sort of darker tone about the whole song. I guess it makes sense it has a darker tone because I guess Queen of the Murder Scene, it sounds like it's a song about some murder. I don't know. I don't know what the lyrics are about. So, me, not a big lyric guy, but I'm assuming that's where the darker tone's coming from. But yeah, great track. Another winner here from The Warning. So thank you for tuning in as always. Please subscribe if you haven't. And thank you to all those who have subscribed. Thank you to the Warning Army for really sort of bringing me into this whole world of like, what The Warning does. On top of all the other bands that I've discovered since then as well, it's been one of those bands that have kind of has been the instigator to, discovering all these sort of great other bands that are, I guess, they're all sort of tied in together in some sort of way, So certainly from a fan's point of view, it seems like a lot of the fans like all this kind of stuff, And like I said, a world that I have never really sort of jumped into at all, was not aware of it, So, but if there's anything else that I need to check out from The Warning, let me know. Some different stuff as well, drum cams, behind the scenes, things like that. I know there's been some behind the scenes stuff that I've checked out in the past, but I definitely want to do some more stuff, and maybe even some interview footage as well. I don't know, just something a bit different as well. Just kind of like rediscover who the band really is, a little bit, because I'm starting to get to that point now where, right, I kind of know what they are all about musically and stuff. But I definitely want to check out, more about the band's personality and who they are and stuff. Because at the end of the day, that's a big reason why I'm a big fan of certain bands, not just because of the music, but also because of who they are as people and what they do and why they do it, and how they sort of get into all that stuff with the music and things like that. So I definitely feel like a band's personality is just as important as the music. So I definitely want to sort of discover more about who the band is, and each individual in The Warning and stuff like that. So I will definitely check that out. But if there are any suggestions, let me know and I will add to the list. Anyway, thanks again for tuning in as always, and I will see you in the next video.